On this week's edition of the NNY Capitol Report, we spoke with United University Professions President Dr. Fred Kowal, who brought the union to Albany on Monday to push lawmakers to dedicate more funding to the SUNY system with specific direction to campuses in need of financial help.
Well, certainly we have seen an uptick in enrollment. Thanks to the governor and the state legislature, there has been a big increase in funding for SUNY over the last 3 years. And we really appreciate the commitment that the governor and the state legislature has towards the work that our members in UUP do and to the students. Having said that, where our concern rests is that when SUNY gets its hands on the money that's been coming in, and over the last 3 years, it's almost $500 million, SUNY chooses to give it to the campuses that are the biggest and actually in the strongest financial shape. They're not taking advantage of the resources to eliminate long-standing deficits at campuses like Potsdam, but not just Potsdam, it's across the state. And this is the time to fix those deficits so that then there can be planning going forward in a situation next year, which is going to be very difficult given the cuts coming from Washington through the Big Beautiful Act bill, or Bill Act, whichever it is. I just call it the Big Ugly. But the fact is the Medicaid cuts are going to be extreme and serious. So now's the time. Eliminate the deficit. Let's move forward in a stronger position into the storm that's coming.
Kowal and the UUP are asking state lawmakers to dedicate another $6.5 million for SUNY Potsdam, another $8.3 million for SUNY Environmental Sciences and Forestry in Syracuse, as well as an extra $16 million for Buffalo State and $11 million more for SUNY Fredonia. A SUNY spokesperson said that the organization is dedicated to supporting campuses across the system. They said, quote, "Under Chancellor King's leadership, SUNY has secured historic increases in state aid for SUNY Potsdam and every single state-operated campus, and has achieved back-to-back-to-back enrollment increases through the system. SUNY will continue to work with each of our 64 campuses to ensure that they have the support they need to provide students with the affordable, excellent education they deserve." In other priorities, Kowal said he was glad to see the legislature's one-house budget plans both include serious investments in SUNY that UUP is advocating to keep in the final agreement.
Yeah, I like the fact that both houses put more money in for operating aid to the campuses. I think that's a sign they understand the seriousness of the crisis that are faced by campuses across the system that are in deficit from the Cuomo years. That's really where we go back to. Second, appreciated the fact that both houses put money in for debt servicing at the SUNY hospitals. This is a big expense. We're going to need those hospitals, especially when Medicaid cuts hit. Third, very appreciative of the New York State Assembly putting $20 million in the Educational Opportunity Program. That's exactly what we were saying is needed this year, so it's good to see that. Let's hope it ends up in the final budget.
Budget negotiations are ongoing in Albany this year, with the final product due by April 1st, although some lawmakers are anticipating that deadline will be missed again this year. From the Watertown Daily Times Albany Bureau, I'm Alex Gault.